Today is December 19, 2025. It is 3:28 a.m. Whatever I recorded yesterday afternoon, I just finished edited, and I quickly put another list for you guys. It seems like I have more energy at night, in the middle of the night. So I just create this list here. Some squaddies are talking about the leftovers. I've seen a lot of pictures, a lot of discussion about the leftovers. I decided to leave them out because it has to do with the kids' pictures and things like that. I know once I start talking, I'm gonna talk. And then I'm gonna give myself work when I'm editing. So I decided not to put them on the list at all. So near the end, I have some stuff regarding Kamala Harris. And I think it's two different videos. One is longer, one is shorter. So when I review it, I'll see. And then I might do another recording for PYTE. So we'll see. Let's get started. So this one is the first one. This is on the list, by the way. I think it's the last one on the list. But for now, let's focus on this. Okay, first tweet. Why use a photo reflecting the Easter holidays? Perhaps the rumors are true. And the poor boy's tooth has been struggling to grow back for the last 5 years. They're talking about the... Oh my God. I'm coughing. So this pretty much sums up, okay, about the leftovers. Like I was saying, I purposely decided not to put some of those tweets that the squad are talking about the leftovers. This tweet in particular sort of sums up what the other picture is talking about, the leftovers. Okay, so they put a family picture out, and it seems like there's a possibility it might be Photoshop. So those who are on social media might have seen it, but I'm not gonna share it, okay? I don't want to talk about the kids. So this one is saying the youngest for the last 5 years, the tooth hasn't grown yet. They can even do the bare minimum for the British people who fund their lifestyle. The media brands them as the modern saviors of the monarchy, when in reality, they are lazy and stifle and dull and bland. People are laughing. Okay, so I think that was the perfect tweet to pretty much sums up everything. All right, so we're focusing on Ms. Doria. There's some talk about Ms. Doria. Well, not really about Ms. Doria, pretty much how the squad put those stiletto heels on of, what is it, GB News, that woman, what's her name? Caroline Graham or something like that. So the squad are pretty much talking about it a little bit more, how proud they are of how, especially the Brits, the Sussex squad is in the UK, for sticking up. This is what Harry was talking about. You know, when you guys, the thing that's going on, it's much bigger than Harry and Meghan.
You looked out for me for so long, but the media is a powerful force. And my hope is one day our collective support for each other can be more powerful, because this is so much bigger than just us.
You see what's happening globally. But anyway, let's not get into that before I start talking about politics. All right, so next tweet. Having such a weak regulator at OfCom means that GB News feels it can behave with impunity. However, in this case, both Malone and the channel seems likely to be hit with substantial defamation costs for knowingly broadcasting racist lies. In one of my videos, look on the screen, because I took a screenshot of it, and I also put it on my community board. It seems like there's a squaddie who probably more knowledgeable in terms of the legal aspect of things, the steps that probably took place behind the scene, why the apology video came, and there's a possibility they might have settled it, possibly, okay, keep that in mind, possibly settle it, meaning the Sussexes, Ms. Doria, and GB News, and there may not be, or there could be, depending on how things were discussed in the background. We don't need to know. But if they don't go to court, there's a possibility everything was settled. They got the apology. There might be, allegedly, a monetized settlement that probably took place. Okay? Look at the screen. The squaddy put at least, I think, 7 or 8 steps in which way the procedure could go about. Okay? I hope I explained it right. Meghan should bankrupt them, not racism. It's a targeted anti-black hatred. At GB News will not dare to target Jewish people with such language and misinformation. OfCom is as useless can be, just like Ipso. OfCom is as useless can be. It's even worse because it's Meghan, because it seems people have lost all of their morals when Meghan is concerned. It's like she's been made the punching bag for all the racists, and it's not cool. There's a thumbnail that I did a while back on PYTE where I said something about the punching bag. I remember the thumbnails. Okay, I sincerely hope the Marcos sue them until they squeak and take them into the court. No deals on the steps. Okay. Malone said, quote, I believe this to be the case based on what I now understand to be misinformation I had seen online. I was questioned about the validity of the claim during the broadcast, and I repeated this belief, and this woman is meant to be a journalist. But that's what one of the squad was saying. Not only did on the docuseries, Ms. Doria and Meghan point out how Meghan was raised, and for her to miss that part and to tell a lie completely fabricated, it's uncalled for. All right, there were more responses, but let's move on. The alleged relevant one released a pic, okay, so the leftovers, but most people on left behind aisle only care about the sexy California couple. So in other words, the pictures that the others put out, they're not even talking about it. And so on Salty Island, they're focusing on Harry and things like that. Okay, look at these pictures here. No doubt they are desperately hoping Harry and Meghan release theirs so they can run competing storyline. Could be. My goodness, what a horse. And King on fire. There's all the emojis. There's that. On the next video that I plan on doing, there's a video. I think Harry's team won. And based on JTB, I was listening to one of his videos. It seems like Harry was, what is it? Like a substitute or something. Someone either step out. I don't know. I think that's what happened, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Okay, let's see here. The Duke of Sussex has never said anything remotely resembling what is being claimed. Tina Brown knows exactly what she's doing by inventing these words and attributing them to a highly respected woman who is deceased and unable to correct the record. Oh, did the Sussexes put a statement out? Because Tina Brown had, I don't think I have it on the list, where she says something about Jane Goodall. Let me pause and get that tweet. Actually, let's finish this first. Okay. Did they? I have not seen it. The Telegraph did a whole article on Meghan's polo post about Harry. These people are not. Oh, did they? That's one of the squaddies corrected me in one of my videos when I went on IG to look at what Meghan posted. I didn't see the caption, and she said it was somewhere down further. But for some reason, I was looking on the right. So thank you for the correction. So let me go look for the Tina Brown tweet that mentioned Dr. Jane Goodall. Okay, so this is the tweet. I mentioned it on one of the videos that I did yesterday. I highlight my response. Tina Brown. Prince Harry told Jane Goodall that Archie is his little African child. So that last statement that I just saw from that other tweet, it seems like Harry is alive. He's correcting it. Okay, maybe I should I'll put the screenshot of it. So there's me here responding to it. I swear, this Brit seems to know what the dead be saying once they are under the ground. Jane Goodall was on this earth for about 90 plus years, and Miss Goodall probably know Prince Harry for about 20 plus years. These royal rats then said what Miss Goodall said about Harry, like I was running out of character, like when she was alive pretty much. Now under the ground, Goodall is speaking. So that last tweet from this statement, it seems like this is the response to this. That's what I think. Okay? So this is what I'm saying. while Harry and Meghan are alive, especially with the bully allegation, when they claim Meghan had bullied people, they were spreading it like wildfire on every platform that anybody will listen.
People who worked for Meghan when she was in the royal family felt they had been bullied by her. And a senior member of staff, Jason Knauf, the communications secretary, actually sent a memo about this to his boss, to the private secretary, saying that, you know, people feel they're being bullied by Meghan and other people are under a lot of stress and some people have been driven out of the household and it's not a good situation. The fascinating thing about that is that none of this emerged for 2.5 years. It's not like Westminster where people can't keep a secret for 2 days.
Yeah.
They kept quite a few people knew this, and they kept a lid on it for 2.5 years, and then I learned about it, and it came out just before Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah Winfrey, and that was deliberate. And I'm not ashamed, and the people involved are not ashamed of the fact that it was deliberate, because they felt, these people who've been bullied felt that she was controlling the narrative, that she was portraying herself as a victim, and they were saying, listen, actually there are other victims here too.
Yeah.
And they knew that, well, certainly I knew, that if we waited until after Oprah to get this story out, it'd be just lost in all the noise.
Yeah.
And also it would look like sour grapes. So if you wanted to have your voice heard, you have to have it heard before Oprah.
Yeah, okay. And will there be a way back for them?
I think it's very difficult. I think that relations might improve slowly. There appears to be some kind of willingness on part of Harry and Meghan, but you know, in terms of way back, they're not going to come back. They can live on the other side of the Atlantic for the foreseeable future, and not even if worse comes to worse, Harry and Meghan split up, which I don't wish them. I don't wish them any ill at all. I want them to be happy. But even if they split up, those children, Archie and Lilibet, they're going to stay in the United States. And Harry is going to be a loving dad. He's going to be great. He's a great dad, Harry. I think he's terrific with children. I've seen it myself. And he's going to want to stay wherever those kids are.
Scobie discussed some of that reporting with Access Hollywood back in September.
The allegations of bullying that Meghan faced in the workplace, in the royal workplace at the palace, somewhat complex, because we talk about allegations and accusations. We've heard the word bullying thrown around. In fact, even the palace put that on a press statement when they announced they were launching an internal investigation. What we haven't heard are any examples or anecdotes to back up these claims. And, you know, when we spoke to many of the sources that helped us throughout this book, people who are for and some who are even not particularly on the side of the Sussexes, no one was able to give any information that supported or backed up those claims of bullying. And when we dug into it even further, we found out that the individual who had made the claims of bullying in the workplace at the palace was sort of speaking on behalf of a few others in the workplace. This was a concerned boss. He was their private secretary to the couple and to William and Kate, who had written to the Human Resources Department to air his concerns over how staff were feeling. Now, what we detail in the book, and I've already gone into detail with in the past as well, was that two of these individuals, when they heard that that complaint was made, immediately went to their boss and asked for the information to be rescinded. They wanted to take back any allegations of bullying. So that leaves a few question marks over what these bullying allegations are. We've yet to hear actually what happened. No one's come forward with that information, and the palace say that the investigation continues. We may not hear anything until next year. I would imagine it's something that the couple would like to put behind them. I know that they were very supportive of an investigation going ahead because it helps them get to the bottom of the matter as well. But so far, there's very little evidence to back it up.
Royal household about someone who was, at the time at least, a very senior member of the royal family. Meghan was married to the sixth in line to the throne. And, you know, this is very serious indeed. But one other thing that I've learned is that whilst this bullying claim was submitted by their then chief communications officer, the head of comms at Kensington Palace, the staff involved didn't know that it had been submitted, and when they found out, they asked for it to be rescinded. So we've got quite a difficult story here about a bullying complaint, and yet the staff involved, it appears, or so I'm told.
But when they did the investigation about the bully allegation, they got the result. The result didn't go according to their narrative. They didn't make it public. And forever, I've been saying they need to make that public, the result of the bully allegation. That way, Harry, Meghan, the people who are involved in it, the one that they accuse of being a bully, Meghan in particular, while she's alive, she could correct the narrative. Okay? So there's this woman here saying something Harry told. Okay? Harry told Jane Goodall. And there's Harry who's alive, and he corrected it. Okay? That's a quote. I'm assuming this is it. The Duke of Sussex has never said anything remotely resembling what is being claimed. Tina Brown knows exactly what she's doing by inventing these words and attributing them to a highly respected woman who is deceased, okay, and unable to correct the record. This is what I've been saying. Okay, where's my response to it? I swear, this Brit seems to know what the dead be saying once they are under the ground. Okay, so it's almost something like that. Harry, whose English is pretty much his first language, he knows how to put it in a better word than me. So pretty much this is what I'm saying. Anyway, let's leave this topic alone. It's funny how I was able to get that quote, and I knew what they were talking about. Okay, so Tina Brown. It wasn't on my list, but since the topic came up and I'm aware of it, I had to show you where the connection came. All right, next tweet. It has been an embarrassing day within the British media, from Caroline Malone to Tina Brown. Tina Brown, that last tweet that I just showed you, who's saying what doctor, is she a doctor? May she rest in peace. Jane Goodall claimed that Harry said. Okay, so people are fighting back. The kind of free pass that they used to have where they go anywhere and say anything. Okay, the squaddies, the people in the UK are fed up with it. Now they're spreading it globally. It's here in the United States. It's having some issues right now in South America because they're just blind. They're just blind. Okay, so that's that. Did I read it? It has been embarrassing days within the British media, from Caroline Malone to Tina Brown. Okay, don't forget the most disgraceful Caroline Graham. They are deplorable people with few consequences, no integrity, and no respect for themselves. Yeah, that self-respect, I don't think they have it. There's something that's missing somewhere in their head that I don't know. I really don't know. The last video, TikTok video that I have where this guy's gonna say, if you're not black or something, move along. I think it's making something in reference to how crazy some of these people are. Not just the Brits, just in general, the MAGAs type of people. All right, I started listening to the first few, I think the first 10 seconds of it, and I was like, let me put it on the list. Okay, back to this tweet. They are deplorable people with few consequences, no integrity, and no respect for themselves. The monarchy helped to encourage 8 years of media publicly bullying Meghan and Harry, and the monarchy has always been deplorable. Okay, so that's that. Let's go to the next one. The squad are talking about Caroline Graham. Okay, that's the squad patting themselves on the back. The way we have been taking our foot off of the Caroline Malone neck since she repeated that racist lie about Doria Ragland being in prison is chef kiss. And the moment that I saw it and I saw some of the tweet, there's no comment, okay? She blacked it. Can I see these? No, I cannot see that. She blacked the comment. But the moment that I saw the pushback, especially from people from the UK, I call it out on some of my videos. Okay, so the squad are patting themselves on the back. Next one. Okay, am I done? British media on Meghan Markle. Exactly. So this person, I don't know. I don't think this is a squaddy. A sovereign's cat fiercely love Mary. Okay. This is not the squaddy. None of the squaddies are following him. It would have shown if I'm following somebody or somebody is following me, it would have shown here. So this is not a squaddy, but it came on my timeline. All right. The fact that Meghan Markle gets a tougher press than Prince Andrew rather neatly tells you everything you need to know about power, influence, class, and race in the UK. Okay? Let's see here. She's not in the UK. Let's see. There's 3 comments. Can I see it? Exactly. So why is she always the topic of your discussion? That's that, not mine. She has less than 0 interest for me. Then rate her before Henry Renzer and won't rate her after Henry. That's the way it should have been. The UK, the moment Harry and Meghan left, Meghan's name should not be in these people's mouth.
Piers, if you want to be private, go back to America and live privately. It's pretty straightforward.
The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option. I am. But I hope that helps you understand what it had come to, that I would step my family back from all I have ever known, to take a step forward into what I hope can be a more peaceful life, because this is so much bigger than just us. It has been our privilege to serve you, and we will continue to lead a life of service. So in that respect, nothing changes.
It should be only in Harry's mouth. Literally in Harry's mouth. I'm thinking of something else. Which makes it even weirder that the press there talk about her daily, hourly. Okay, so these people get it. It's distraction. There's something that's going on. There's a war that's going on. A silent war. So many people are confused. They don't see what's really happening. Alright, so this is what the squad is, the Brits are saying. Yes, they should not be talking about it, but why Meghan's is the topic every day in the UK? The people who are brainwashed to hate on her are the despot of society. Like, why? Is she making life unaffordable for you? What has she done to you that you spend 24/7 online bashing her? There's that. Okay, this is true, except praise has nothing to do with, please. It had, okay. Race. Literally. Okay, or more specifically, the power of the royal family propaganda, which thrives on the nationalist tendencies of so many. Whatever's on the screen, that's it. Bottom up. Media all bought and paid for. There's that. Agree with the point you are making, but who is Prince Andrew? Oh, please, don't tell me you don't know. You see, he blacked his comment. Okay, oh, please stop it. It also tells you a lot about gender. If she were a man, the press wouldn't hit her as hard as they did black and a woman. Yeah, that's all tough one. Okay, next one. The Sussex squad talking about Ms. Doria. Okay, Ms. Doria Ragland, a woman of class, grace, and beauty. Anyone would be lucky to have this woman in their corner. May she always be blessed with peace and greatness. And I think what's really got many of the people in the UK more pissed off of what that woman, Caroline Graham, did or said about Ms. Doria is that not only the thing that she says was false, Ms. Doria kept her mouth shut. You never hear her say a damn thing. But the other, the father of Meghan, you could see the difference. The public can see, the one who knows what's going on can see the difference. Let's see, this is an ad. The epitome of dignified silence. Thank you, Mama Doria, for raising your beautiful flower right, for welcoming your son Harry, and for loving on your beautiful grandchildren Archie and Lily. We appreciate you and all your strength. Yeah, that's a very nice one. Love this post. Love you, Doria. There's that. Beautiful and intelligent. Okay, there's that. Next one, it's making reference to Miss Doria as well. I hope she sees those positive posts, because sometimes when the media is even though it's a few, the media is just a few. Okay, they just have control of it. It could really hurt someone really deep. But those little personal tweets that you see random people are posting about her, saying pretty much highlighting the positive attribute of Miss Doria that could make somebody feel good. Okay, so there's that. The hashtag is "We love you, Doria," and that's also the caption. I love this image. Yep, she be treating Harry very well. Harry be giving the shout out about her cooking. All right, let's see here. I bet when Harry looks at how Mama Doria conduct herself and then looks at the bitter, hateful women in the UK, he must be double glad he did not marry an English fool. He told us he's proud to have mixed kids. His mother will be so proud of him. All right, that's an ad. My mother-in-law cooks a better gumbo than yours. My mother-in-law cooks a better gumbo than your mother-in-law. You can see how Mama Doria will that on her son-in-law, Harry. He protects her only flower and gifted her with her beautiful grandbabies. All any parent wants is someone kind, loving, and protective of their child. Yeah, and Meghan had said that in her engagement when they were trying to get Meghan and Harry together, and she was like, is he nice? If he's not nice, so there need to be no point of meeting.
Who introduced you? Was she trying to set you up?
Yes, it was definitely a setup. It was a blind date.
It was a blind date,
and,
for sure.
And it's so interesting because we talk about it now, and even then, because I'm from the States, you don't grow up with the same understanding of the royal family, and so while I now understand very clearly there's a global interest there, I didn't know much about him, and so the only thing that I had asked her when she said she wanted to set us up was, I had one question. I said, well, is he nice? Because if he wasn't kind, it didn't seem like it would make sense, and so we went and met for a drink, and then I think very quickly into that we said, well, what are we doing tomorrow? We should meet again.
What are we doing tomorrow?
All right, Harry has real love for his mama-in-law, and it's not just for her gumbo. I guess that's cherry on top. All right. He loves Doria. I'm so glad he has a strong, loving maternal figure in his life again. Yeah. It's very sad that the other one went the way that he did. Next tweet. Okay, so I think I'm done with the Sussex squad or the Sussex topic. So I have two videos of Kamala Harris in that same show. This one is the longer one, about a minute, and the other one, I think I put it 17 minutes. Okay, so if the next one is repeating some of the things that I say, I'm just gonna move on. All right. Kamala said he was playing in our faces in the aftermath of the thing happened. When I tell you, I am shook. All right, let's listen. Come on.
I called him. It was actually a very sad occasion, it was after there was an attempt on his life, and I called him to check on him. And it was actually a fascinating experience for me, because while I was asked 1 minute, we're going to go and get him, I could hear him in the background, and he was selling his book to somebody. And he was basically hawking his book. And the contrast around the reality of the significance of an attempt to assassinate a former president of the United States, a candidate and a nominee at that point for president, and the fact that at that what should be a somber moment for all of us, that was happening in the background was unbelievable, but at this point, not surprising.
Okay, so I don't think it's the same thing. Why don't you wish you had a few hours to talk? Yes, there's that, because it was all fake from the start. One of the reasons anything to do with the shooter was swept under the carpet. Too sweet. All right, so that's let's leave that alone. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's go to the next video about her on the same show, but different topic I think that's being discussed. Let me pause. Okay, I'm glad that I put it. I don't like to listen to some of those videos before I record, because if I watch those videos before I record, then whatever I share with you when I'm actually recording to share my thought with you, it'll be gone. Okay, so this is why I don't watch those videos before. I read the caption though. Okay. Kimmel, did you get dog 8 little gifts for Hanukkah? Harris, he gets a gift every day of our marriage, every day. Let's listen.
Your husband Doug is in the audience, and he wisely stood up and joined the standing ovation.
That's my daddy.
Happy Hanukkah, Doug. Did you get Doug 8 little gifts for Hanukkah?
He gets a gift every day of our marriage, every day.
Your husband Doug is in the...
Oh my God. His kids must be like, oh my God, I'm not hearing that. Well, I guess the only thing I could say about this is that sometime when the first, I don't want to, okay, so many things. Now, different branches are popping up of that topic. Second time around, I guess it's better the second time around. From what I've heard, it was him who did the first wife wrong. So I guess he learned from what happened in the first marriage. But it seems like things is working out fine. So let me leave that topic alone. All right, so this is my last video for my last tweet for this video. This is what we saw when at the beginning of this video when I hop on X. All right, so it's pretty long, 5 minutes and 10 seconds. I love me some us. All right, let's listen. Screenshot, okay?
If you're not black, keep scrolling. I said if you're not black, keep scrolling. This is just for black people. This is a black person conversation right now. So, if you comment below, I'm going to let you know you're going to get cussed out because this is a black person conversation. Black people. Okay, so check your skin tone.
This is when, before I put this on the list, okay, 26 seconds of it that I heard before. And I was like, okay, so I need to put that on the list. All right, so let's continue. From this point on, everything is new to me. I didn't hear the rest.
And if you're not black, keep it moving. Anyway, what the fuck is going on? I mean, were we right or were we right? Okay, this is barbaric. Barbaric. These motherfuckers are crazy. Listen, we tried to tell these hoes, these motherfuckers are crazy. The only humanity that they got is us.
Yep.
Is us. We are the only fucking humanity that these motherfuckers got.
Okay, and right now, they're going to the Caribbean. Okay? Well, they've been trying to destroy Haiti. Right now, their focus is the Caribbean. What I see is happening in the Caribbean, they're trying, okay? In one video, when I do record that about Haiti, what I see they're trying to do here, because I'm seeing videos like trying to hype up Haitians to go help Venezuela to defend their oil thing against America. Okay? This is what I'm seeing here. What they're using is, what was the former Venezuelan president, what's his name? Hugo Chavez, who sort of helped Haiti with oil and things like that. They're using that as the foundation because Venezuela, Hugo Chavez helped Haiti with oil. So therefore, Haitians should go and fight with the Venezuelan against America. When in fact, this is something I have been highlighting it from the start. From the start, the moment that I saw it. About the Guyana and Venezuela type of land issue. And then UK send warship down there thinking that Biden was gonna do something because the current president of Venezuela sort of, in my humble opinion, stole the election. The same way Trump got the election. Okay? So the current administration in Venezuela and the US, they pretty much are setting those black and brown people up. Haiti and the indigenous Venezuelan to go fight against America, and then they just gonna eliminate them. With the kind of modern technology that the US has, there's no way. Okay? I hope Haitians are minding their own business, trying to clean up their house. Right now, they can't help Venezuela right now. They're setting them up. Okay, so that's that. Let's continue with them. I'm gonna move it back slightly, okay?
Listen, we tried to tell these hoes, these motherfuckers are crazy. The only humanity that they got is us.
Yep.
Is us. We are the only fucking humanity that these motherfuckers got. They don't understand that if black people like us, you know what I'm saying, was actually in position, none of this shit would have ever happened. None of it. They are destroying themselves. And this isn't the first time. This is not the first time, y'all.
And it's very sad, a lot of Hispanic don't get it. I've shown you one of the videos. Actually, I highlighted twice. The first time I highlighted, I shared the entire video. The second time, I just showed a small portion of it. I didn't want to waste my time on it again. This young, I think she's Mexican. I don't know, but Hispanic. Are blaming black people for what the MAGAs, the Trumps are doing. I don't know. Something in their brain is missing. Democrats who could probably put humanity into existence again in the US is not in power. But yet, while majority African American are minding their own business, they're blaming African American for what the current administration, who are MAGAs, racists, are doing. Okay, but let's continue. Yeah, they are crazy, like he said.
Maybe the last time, but remember when white people were so clean? You remember? They used to have this clean, pristine image. Oh, we never do anything. We're this, we're that, we're these people. It's those barbaric people. It's the Mexicans. It's the blacks. It's the this. It's the that. Bruh, taking babies off of fucking cancer care? Like, how barbaric can you be? I mean, the fucking Gaza.
Eliminate.
This would have never happened if black people were in power. Never. Never. Oh my God. And the fact that we gotta stay in this motherfucker. Like, give us $1 million. Give all of us $1 million. We out, right? We out. We out this motherfucker, right? We not even making it difficult for them. Pay us what the fuck we worth. Give us our reparations and get the fuck up out of this motherfucker. This ghetto ass motherfucking land. You can add this shit. Do you see how crazy these motherfuckers are? They talking about polluting the air again. They talking about fucking the water up again. Stripping healthcare. I'm telling you, thank God we are the only humanity that we have. But one thing we gotta do is we gonna have to look out for one another.
And this is what I'm saying. In my humble opinion, Haiti needs to get its act together, get full control of their land, get these people with those arms, I don't know, out of there. Or if they are Haitian, teach them what they're doing is wrong. Because the connection that I see, Haiti and African American, those minds put together and then build up Haiti. All right, so let's continue.
If we don't have food in our house, man, make sure that your neighbor got some food. Make sure that your neighbor's kids is okay, and that, if someone gets sick, we start finding remedies. Let's go back to our African spiritual roots, y'all.
Yeah.
I think it's time that we start researching that stuff. This Christianity, slave mentality shit ain't gonna work. I'm sorry. Not saying Christianity is bad. Love the God that you love. But what I'm saying is there are some things that we are not attached to that us as a people need to get attached to. We need to start loving each other. Again, we need to start saying hello to each other. Again, we need to start building community.
What I think is happening too, and I don't know if anybody see it, like, he's making the connection. I think African American or somewhat, and some other blacks, are spiritually connecting, because some of the thing that he's saying it differently in his own way, but it's not far off from what I've been saying. He's not far off. So there are some spiritual connection within us that we see, others do not see. I cannot explain it. I do not have a crystal ball in front of me. But there are things that is happening if you pay attention. There's that, I don't know, within the universe, the air that is connecting us. Many of us, African American, Black people, are seeing it while others cannot see it, and they cannot comprehend basic human decency. Some people cannot comprehend that. It is foreign to them. It's like there are some people who are possessed. Basic, when I say basic, it could be as basic as it can be. A child who just learning certain things. There are some grown ass people who cannot get it. It is so baffled to me. But I think majority of African American and some Blacks, this, when I say African American, that is to differentiate from others, okay? Because African American have a different perspective of things from my point of view, okay? And then there are Blacks that could come from the Caribbean, that could come from Africa. They don't have the same perspective as African American. But some of them do get that connection. Okay, but let's continue. Oh my God, if it wasn't so long, maybe I'll record this by itself and then I'll put it by itself so you guys could listen to it without me interrupting.
We need to start bonding on more than just a cellular level or a virtual level. We need to start seeing each other for when we see each other in the streets. We need to start being each other's conscious. We need to get in touch with each other again because we're going to need it. What
he's saying here, I'm starting to see it. There's a video, it's not on the list, that on Twitter that I saw it, where other African American women are giving random people compliment about certain things. If I see it, I'll put it. Maybe after he finished this, I'll search for it. So there's this kind of, this is the other thing that I was just saying, that spiritual connection within African American that I see happening. Okay, random Black person is passing by, they see something, they say something nice to the other person, and that makes the other person's day completely much better and brighter. Okay, so let's continue.
It's bigger than a physical battle, y'all. This is going to be a battle of the mind. This man is trying to erase any and everything about us, our history, and our existence, and trying to rewrite it in real time in 2025. Yep. And it's us as the truth bearers, who we are, our ancestors who bled on this land and whose spirits still reside with us. Mm-hmm. It's up to us to tap into all of that we have and save what we have left. You know what I'm saying? And I believe when God calls us, when God says that name and he blows that horn, we are going to be ready.
Yeah.
But our spirits got to be right and our minds got to be right. And watch out for these crazy motherfuckers, okay? Get back into politics. Get back into reading shit. Get back into cleansing your mind and meditation and all of that shit. And let these motherfuckers destroy each other because they crazy as a motherfucker. And you know they trying to come after our asses. So we got to be spiritually, emotionally, and physically equipped. That's why I'm on my way to the fucking gym right now. I love y'all. Let's keep moving. And I'm going to be back on this crazy motherfucker. And I know some of y'all motherfuckers is still in this goddamn room. Get the fuck out of this goddamn room.
Because they can't mind their own business. They can mind their own business. They'll still be listening. He is right. Okay, he's doing almost the same thing that I'm doing. He's going to the gym. I do go to the gym. Okay, for different reasons. Okay, let's see some of the responses here. Dead ass correct on all point. You don't even have to be Black to catch the overwhelming honestly. Keep doing the Lord's work. All right, let me pause this. I was waiting on it, and there it is. You were waiting on a room full of likes-minded people, not skin complexion, like-minded people. Be truthful and stop playing the color card. Well, I understand why he said Black people, because when you try to bring other groups who you thought would probably have a basic understanding, but instead they start blaming. They don't accept reality. So I understand why he said that. I mean, you could listen, but whatever. There's that, nigga. What? Wonderful. You're right. The country is being governed by a bunch of raving lunatics. All of them are barking mad. Have they no shame? Black people are like the guy who rides the bench on the sports team, who sucks but talks shit all the time about the guy starting. Like, man, dudes, okay, whatever. Name me 3 black majority countries that aren't complete shit. Look what's happening in Haiti, for instance. Why do you think those other black countries are the way they are? Because you people, those white people, refuse to leave them alone. They find a way to undermine. The government of those countries. Let's see, there's one comment here. Can I see here? Name one single supermajority black community, forget country, anywhere in the world that's not first in crime and last in education compared to white and Asian. Again, in this country itself, in the United States, they've had numerous black communities that were thriving without white. What did they do to them? They burned them down. Go search that up. All right, let's leave that alone. Let me pause and see if I could find that video where other African American are popping up. I was looking at, popping up each other. Let me pause for a second. The video that I was looking for, I didn't find it. But I went to, I went and searched black women hyping other black women. What is this here? I didn't put that. This one, I started with this. Michelle and Kamala embrace and then point at each other while smiling. 2 of the most inspirational women in the USA who happen to be black women lifting each other up. All right, this one is only 12 seconds. I'm not gonna go in the comments, okay? Okay. I'm not gonna share this. There's another one. This one is slightly longer. Black women supporting black women is a beautiful thing. To all of my beautiful sister, I love you, queen. All right. I don't know what this is about. I just read some of these. This one is long. All right, let's go over it really quickly.
Listen, your friend. Where your friend at? Right there, Eva. We met. We did a photo shoot. It was like a boss up photo shoot. So we met her. And so my name's Veronica. I'm from Law Kimmel. My sister and I started this nonprofit to bring visibility to black-owned businesses in the DMV. So she said, hey, I got a friend who has this boutique and she needs some visibility. So we connected and we planned this mob just for you. So we show you'll support people. So really what this mob is about is to spotlight you. But we did a trick, so we're going to curate this thing. So it's a fashion show mob. We're building.
Baby, you having a whole day today. And so basically, what we do, you see all these people here, you see how they videotape? What they're going to do is they're going to videotape all of this. They're going to post it, so they're going to tag you, and then they're going to share it so it can be shared and shared and shared. And that's how you bring visibility to businesses in the DMV. And so, their mom and you, let's get this party started.
Don't come over here. I'm not crying today.
There's a music in the background. I had to. Okay. I happened to hop on this by accident. All right. All right, what else? Let's focus on okay, so let's see this one here. Pause. This will be my last one because I don't want it to be too long. The beautiful thing Black women do, these ladies are taking time to show love to a complete stranger. I love her so much, and I pray this woman is led to the resources she needs to overcome her struggles. Blessing to these ladies too. Okay, 1:11 seconds. Let's listen.
So the first thing we did was stopped at Dollar Tree and got a couple things for a care package. The things you might need to survive. Then we rode around downtown Houston and we found the lady. She was 28 and she'd been homeless for a little while. She had no family, no friends here in Houston. I think she said she's from Indiana. So we took her to D's, found her some clothes, some new shoes, bras, panties, the things that you might need. She was in there telling us, her story. So she had nowhere to go. We got her a hotel room so she could sleep warm and wash up. And, we needed a place to set her up. I did a free install, gave her a free wig. My friend Money gave her a makeover. Touch up her eyebrows. Something light. We didn't want to be too extra. But she was so happy just to see us so pretty again. And of course I had to pray because
the prayer must be at its forefront. All right, let's continue. I didn't expect this.
I'm a blessing, so I want to bless her. But it was a nice outcome, and I looked at the
Okay. All right, so that's that. Okay, maybe once in a while if I come across these videos, I'll share them. The feel good type of tweets and things like that. I don't know why I thought of sharing that, and I had to go and I was looking for something that I saw that was not on the list. I didn't find it. If I do see it next time, I'll put it on the list and I'll make a reference. I was talking about whatever I said in this video and things like that. So that is it. So please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. I haven't really checked my shop lately. I need to make new design. So these are ways you could, support me. Or you could become a member. One of the things I've said about being a member is that you're not going to get anything special videos curated just for members. Everything that I come across that's worth sharing, I will share. Unless if I'm saying something stupid that's very sensitive, that's when I will hold it for my members only. But other than that, anything, the Sussexes, it will be in one of my channels. So if you want to be a member, you're doing it so you could support me. That's it. All right. And like I said, I have PayPal, Cash App, and all of this. You could donate to that. That is it. I'm going to do another video. It's going to be on PYTE. Let's see. We're going to talk. That will be the first tweet on that next video. This one. I think it starts with Polo. And it's not going to be a long video because I only have like 4 or 5 tweets in it. I don't know if I might add to it, but for now, that's all I have. Thank you for watching.
Hanukkah. It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.